What is up? We are doing a dungeon today, and yeah, just one sec. Okay. Oh. Okay. You have the look of a lass who's seen her fair share of trouble. Mayhap you be willing to help me with mine. I need a capable sort to head into the sea of clouds and track down my missing airship. I had to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built, so winning the contract to ferry supplies out to the cloud top was a real weight off my mind. But it seems my luck ended there. My ship was due back in Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of her sails ever since. I can't help but fearing for the worst. What if she's run afoul of sky pirates? My creditors will have their pounds of flesh. You think me foolish to fear piracy so far above the waves? Well, let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now that airship production has, if you will excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack of coin and a vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. Oh yes, this new breed of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers braving the unknown, but the truth of their nature is right there in the name. Sky pirates. Given half a chance, they'll strip your ship of every last scrap of cargo and cry "Yar" as they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste to Camp Cloud Top, that's where the shipment was bound, and inquire as to the fate of my poor ship. Oh, and my poor helmsman. Ask Rontamont, he'll know if any man does. Come on, where are you? Oh, there you are. A supply airship has gone missing, you say? Well, that would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did in fact spy a vessel charting an erratic course northwards a short while ago, but as it seemed disinclined to make port here, I paid it little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed naught else of interest. I suggest you investigate the landmass to the north. Rest assured, I will send word if I spy another sign of our errant ship. The vessel I spotted earlier may very well have been the okay. We'll be making some good coin from this hole, and then we'll see if this fool's worth the ransom. Aid, I say. These villains mean to plunder my cargo. What we've got here, then. Think you're some sort of hero, do you? Well then, you won't mind if me mates join the fun. Make for a more heroic tale, won't it? The tale of how 3 pirates fed a meddling little shite her own bloody eyes. What the? Oh gods, I know that ship. It's... So you're the Scrags we've been dragging our good name through the mud. You're Red Bill Leofard. We ain't done naught to you or yours. What do you want with us? I think I made my position pretty clear. You take on the mantle of Sky Pirate, you agree to a certain code of conduct, and codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad, and we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Goddamn. Oh, thank you, Mr. Leofard. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Eshgard, he likely knows a merchant or two who trades with me associates. Tell him to say it's for Leofard, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for you, adventurer, 'tain't often someone beats me to the scene, but then I'd expect not less from a hero such as yourself, yo. That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other lasses with one of them marvelous monocutters the ironworks dreamed up. Well, then, it seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping to have a word with you, you see. I'll put it to you straight. I need someone to help out with a little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now, this wouldn't be no black-hearted brigand's work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs just now, I don't hold with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. The freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for me standard in the northern reaches of the Blue window. Someone will be waiting there to greet you. Still don't know what these things are about. That's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me true. Did you stumble across the marker by chance, or are you here by invitation? Then that would make you the hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. The name's Stacia. Leoford would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Anyway, thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you follow me, I'll take you to the Red Bill's nest. I come to you in person, and still you refuse my offer? Arrogant fool. On the subject of arrogance, Raldia, I bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I've told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. But my dear Leofard, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back. While I fear for my life with your mangy crew at my back, on account of them being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man. Oh, that face. I thought you were cleverer than this, Red Bill. No matter, I always get what I want in the end. 'Tis merely a question of method. Now, there's a face I've not seen before. Don't have the look of one Leofard's little birds. She's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know when someone is invited instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. That was Raldia, captain of the Talons. She's known Leofard, the best sky pirate alive. She knows Leofard's the best pirate alive, and the fact he won't join her sticks her in her craw. Bleh. Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them Red Bill some respect. Patience. When all this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. Oh, there, hero. I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have, for we plan to board the Sea of Cloud's very own ghost ship. Or what folk have been taken to calling one anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought with it a new sighting of self-same vessel, a massive airship of queer design adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks, but no, not one of them's been seen since, and so naturally they're saying the ship is cursed, well, haunted. Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Alligans, but we won't know for sure till we've had ourselves a good poke around inside, and liberated whatever ancient treasure she's got moldering away in her hold, of course. But before we start dividing up the spoils, we got to find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on a special new device. Finding her will be the easy part, but what we can't do without is a veteran explorer what ain't afraid to fling herself face first into the jaws of danger. Now, I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and glory and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, yo? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the sight of the Red Bills? Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate, Utada. She's been working on a way to attract the vessel. I always get this little thrill in my chest when I'm about to embark on a new adventure, and once you felt your heart dance like that, there's naught you wouldn't do to feel it again. This here's Utalta, the lass I was telling you about. She's our engineer, and a damn good one at that. Might be as there be better engineers in the realm, but I'd wager none are as inventive as our Utada. She earns her keep with her brains, not her brawn, and we're a stronger crew for it. Greetings, the name's Utada. I suppose you'd call me the Red Bill's chief of engineering. Smithing, carpentry, magitech, if it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect me to see me waving a cut lass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for. Well met, ladies and gentle pirates. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the ghost ship. Meaning your project is proceeding as planned? That it is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings, that the scant amounts of background ether make it easy to follow the derelict's trail. Though the ghost ship has what Utalata tells us is a unique etheric signature. She's been building a device what can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it the ecto compass. It's allowed me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movements and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utada, you'd best stay here, out of harm's way. Keep an eye on them ether trails, eh? Aye, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me. Now, we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us at the cursed hulks, yo, so you'd best bring along a few mates what you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be guarding the rear, just in case Radia and her brood decide to stick their beaks in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. An honest-to-God's ghost ship. Oh, this is gonna be an adventure and a half. Oh, okay. I did not know that this was a raid. I'm gonna see what the queue time is. 13 minutes, that ain't bad. Let's see if it fills. We'll deal with any sneaky bastards what try creeping in behind us while you and your mates forge ahead. That Hulk's secrets will be ours alone. Leofard will be taking my ectocompass with him. Just follow his lead and you'll arrive at the derelict soon enough. Who knows what wondrous trinkets await you inside. The captains drag us on some hair-raising ventures this time, but Summit tells me this one's gonna be the worst of the lot. If we look out for each other, though, I reckon we'll make it home in one piece, with a bit of luck. I'll be on hand to see that our curious captain don't get us killed meddling with some ancient artifact or other, meaning you'll be free to concentrate on not getting killed by whatever is waiting below decks. Can't say fairer than that. Alright. Time is it? We'll be right back. Once the queue is filled up. Alright. Oh, god. Okay, cool. Come on. So close. What in the world is even... Nice. Bugger me. I expected danger, but not a hell-spawned bleeding nightmare made flesh like that. Didn't stop you and your mates though, did it? That's some crew you've got there, and no mistake. Right then, let's have a look inside that dirty gray coffer type thing. Somewhat tells me it's filled to the brim with booty. Don't look at me. I never moved a muscle. What in the seven hells is that bastard doing? This way, swiftly now. Weird looking thing. Or can anyone else see that talking cat over there? Bloody hell, this adventure's getting clearer by the minute. Still, I'd rather take me chances with a prodding press than stay here. Get your things, mateys, we're leaving. What about the loot? You can't spend it when you're dead. We either follow the furball or make friends with the spell-slinging Voidburn. Your choice. God damn it. God damn it. How's an honest pirate supposed to make a living? The ship's breaking up. Is he trying to bring her down? Breaking up. The Void Sun is attempting to initiate a dimensional displacement, but the gate, it cannot possibly be large enough for the entire ship. The Queen's coffin, he takes it beyond our reach. Well, there don't seem much point hanging around here. Let's go back to solid ground. Long has it been since my paws have trodden aught but these cruel decks, those cursed decks. Would that I had made landfall under better circumstances. What kind of cat is that anyway, and what was it doing on that ship? Me poor heart, 'tis a pity about the loot, and no mistake, but at least we made it out in one piece. As the captain's so fond of saying, you can't spend it when you're dead. Aye, 'twas a bit touch and go in places, I grant you, but here we all are, and all with our bits still attached. This calls for a foaming flagon of holes on. Are we missing someone? Didn't I tell Tata to wait for us here? Never fear, we've been keeping the girl company. But enough about her. Did you see the cannon on that ship? As you know, my dear Leofard, I am not easily moved, but the sheer power on display set me all a quiver. Well, I hope you're content to admire it from afar. That vessel ain't nothing. Vessel ain't for the likes of you and me. Do not presume to measure me by your own limitations. Besides, I believe I've shown how resourceful I can be. Which brings me neatly to the point. You have in your possession a device capable of tracking the ghost ship. Hand it over, or your engineer shall suffer the consequences. Perfect. A compass pointing the way to my just reward. A weapon like that belongs in the hands of one with the will to use it. Come, lads, our business here is concluded. I'm sorry, Captain. They caught me off guard. You get a bang on the head or something? The man I know would never give in to scum like her without a fight, unless... What did you do to the compass? Who, me? Not. Besides slipping a link pearl into its casing like... Ah, so long as Raldia keeps it close, and you can be damn sure she will. We'll know exactly what them thieving bastards are planning. Anyone care to wager how long it'll take her to notice me little gift? That's very clever and all, but how are we proposing to stop her from getting her hands on that derelict and its great big cannon? I ain't worked that part out yet, but I suspect that it'll start with us keeping a close eye on the Talons. Before we get into any of that, though, I've got some questions what need answering. You wish to know more of the Void Ark, the ghost ship as you call it. The Void Ark, so that's its proper name. I'd like to hear whatever you'd care to tell us, Puss. And I, for my part, am curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name. Kate Sith. Kate Sith. What? I will not respond to Puss or Cat, and most decidedly not Furball. My tale begins long, long ago in the city of March, which once stood in the lands of Yafin. The sorcerers of March were masters of the destructive magics, and they brought the terrible power to bear against Amthor and Nim in the War of the Magi. The titanic force they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Eorzea, a catastrophe which my master High Void Mage Caesar was wise enough to foresee. Wait. Colossal flood? Are you talking about the sixth umbral calamity? I suppose you would know it as such. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. When they learned of the fate that awaited them, the Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their peoples to the skies and to safety. The operation of the Void Ark, as the ship came to be called, was entrusted to Cesar. Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, confined for her outspoken opposition to the war. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary. Then how did it come to be so, what happened to all the people? And where did all the void scent come from? By what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? The energy required to raise the Ark was siphoned from the over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in Maki sorcery were made for one reason and one reason only: cataclysmic destructive power, and the swiftest and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of void-sent entities. So the creatures on the derelict, they broke free from your master's control. At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages had entombed a great ruler of the Voidsent, Scath, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control so potent a prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and being Mach's preeminent sorcerer, Caesar was determined best qualified. Were it otherwise, my master might never have been released from her own imprisonment. Yet even with Celsier's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not long be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Voidsent awoke and ran rampant with the ship. In the end, Caesar and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me a lowly familiar to watch over a derelict prison. If I remember me umbral eras right, the stuff you just described happened more than 1500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure. And since everything seems to have been quite on board your boat till just recently, I'm thinking somewhat unusual must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm? One day, a void scent that had taken the shape of a bat flew into the ship. At first, it was little more than a nuisance that I brushed away, but the longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually, I could not contend with its power, and it began shattering seal after seal. You have faced this bat-winged fiend before. It would seem then that the creature survived the encounter, and that he intends to celebrate his restoration by liberating his queen. Well, that explains that then, except for one small detail, namely where the queen's coffin went. After it fell out of the ship's belly, I'm assuming it didn't just disappear, right? You'll recall the great rift that the Ark's cannon ripped in the sky. That was a void gate. Such a portal opens a temporary path through the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to another. The void sent, as you saw, only opened a gate large enough to displace the coffin. As for the coffin's destination, however, that is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the Queen's coffin ere the ward's binding scotch are dispelled. Smells like an adventure, and who knows what ancient Machi treasures we might stumble on along the way. But no, they'll make a nice change from all of them elegant tombstones we've been collecting. I will help you. I'm not risking me hide for the sake of the realm. You understand, but I'll be damned if I let either Radia or the Batwing bastard take the freedom of the skies from me. You care only for how you might be inconvenienced. If the Shadow Queen were to return, it would have dire consequences for this entire star. Count your blessings, Furball. I said we'd help, didn't I? Before we go rushing off in search of that coffin, though there's preparations to be made, you might as well get back to your usual heroic employment. Yo, I'll let you know when it's time to round up your mates again. The time is nigh, my dear Talon. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship in all its power, and rule the skies from here to the ends of the world. Okay. And how long have I been... Wait. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the stream there. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Even if it's after the fact, it's appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one.